What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to WWE 2K14 30 years of WrestleMania. It is time for WrestleMania 2000, a McMahon in every corner fatal 4-way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the fatal 4-way elimination match for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, from Setauket, Long Island, New York, weighing 287 pounds, Mick Foley.
Will Mick Foley's career have a storybook ending tonight?
Probably not. Anyway, welcome to a fine Tuesday here on the program. Got some things to discuss today, Raw and otherwise.
Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 500 pounds, The Big Show.
King, the question here is, will this 7'2", 500-pound sleeping giant awake and become the most dominant player?
I gotta tell you, JR, it's hard. It's very, very hard to pick sides against the Big Show.
7'2", 500 pounds. The most physical man in this match. He's potentially the most dominant competitor ever.
We're here, the big nasty bastard. There it is, with the pyro.
Making his way to the ring, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, The Rock.
Will The Rock reach the promised land tonight?
Oh, look at that walk of determination by The Rock. I'm telling you, I have never seen The Rock this motivated. You gotta pick The Rock.
The Rock doesn't need any help. It's The Rock's destiny to become the champion. But will it be tonight?
Destiny!
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 260 pounds, the WWE Champion, Triple H.
He is indeed the game. The top man in this business is Triple H. And he's going to stay there until someone takes the championship away from him.
Remember, there are no disqualifications. The match can end on pinfalls only. It's an elimination match. There'll be 3 falls in this matchup. The surviving man in this match will be the champion. The champion, Triple H, has a distinct disadvantage in this match.
Sure does, sure does. Anyway, let's begin with our news section that Finn Balor has some kind of illness. Not an injury, some kind of illness, and he was A, not on the show, and B, is pulled from the Mixed Match Challenge, replaced with Apollo Crews. So, Season 2 of the Challenge continues to be the most cursed season because so many replacements have happened on this season. So I'll be so glad when it's over, when the curse is lifted. Seriously. But also, they've said a bunch of times, yes, Balor will be at TLC this Sunday. So not injured, but he had some kind of an illness. Not going to even begin to speculate on what that could be, but hopefully, obviously, not serious. He's going to have a match on Sunday against McIntyre. But again, we'll get to Sunday and actually see what happens there on that show. A brief potential update on Dakota Kai. Sounds like a torn ACL, but they're still kind of monitoring that situation. But that is kind of the early word on that, which is unfortunate. Real unfortunate on the timing on that bit of business. Rhino is not retired despite reports from Raw last week. They put out a video thing with him, behind the scenes, social media thing, whatever, saying he is not done, he is not retired. So either SmackDown or, getting his job back or something with the story with Corbin, it's not over just yet. Also, Ric Flair has been cleared to bump according to Ric Flair. Ric Flair should not be bumping at his age and his issues, but he is apparently cleared to according to the Nature Boy. And, it's wrestling, so I'm not going to put any real stock into what wrestlers say because wrestling. But according to Flair, he is cleared to bump. Please don't have Flair bumping at his age. What are you even doing at that point? Seriously. Seriously. But yes, get out the Big Show first. Double neck breaker to the Big Show. So there's that. Colt Cabana, his lawsuit against CM Punk about the earnings or the about getting paid for the legal fees from the previous podcast lawsuit was dismissed, and then he reopened it because apparently his argument was not strong enough to support him getting, paid by CM Punk for those legal fees. So I guess best of luck, Colt Cabana, in your resumed lawsuit against CM Punk, who claimed he would pay for your legal fees from that whole doctor lawsuit. So there's that. Anyway, let's get on to the business, though. Let's start talking about Monday Night Raw. And obviously, one of the big things last night was this Seth freaking Rollins promo, right? And I saw some folks who actually were like, yeah, it's good, it's great. He's saying what we're all thinking, that Raw's been terrible lately. And I'm like, having a character on your show say your show is bad does not fix the problems and does not make your show any better. You don't want your characters on your show saying it's a bad show, because you want people who are enjoying it to still enjoy it in some fashion. But additionally, having the authority figure on the show be blamed for why your show is bad, but let me do a signature, you guys, come on, Spinebuster. But also having the authority figure kind of hand wave away all the complaints that the show is bad with, I don't give a damn. To me, that puts Seth in the role of the internet, and it puts Baron Corbin in the role of Vince, saying he does not care what you think. He's going to do what he's going to do because he's Vince McMahon, damn it, essentially. So that to me was like, I don't want characters on the show kind of wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, no! That was bad for me. Can I roll out? Big Show with the catching finisher and no rope break, and that was fun. That was fun. Hey, guys, you want to get rid of the Big Show? Like, I don't think it's my job to get rid of him. It's just he has to get eliminated. Delete. Spinebuster. Again. To the Big Show. You guys can't be doing that. Seriously. Pedigree to the Big Show. So yes, that whole Rollins thing, like, I'm not a fan of that style of breaking the fourth wall type stuff, because it's one thing to acknowledge that the show's not good, but it's a whole different thing to actually fix the show. So that's my preference. Hey guys, fix the show. Make it a better show. Like, I get it. And yes, we are heading in toward the road to WrestleMania, where inevitably things do get a bit better, but that's kind of by design. How about making it better in December when you're usually spinning your wheels on your show? So, again, remains to be seen whether or not things actually get better, but I feel like they're just, they're acknowledging it, but not actually fixing it.
The Rock is in a world of hurt, King, and now Mick Foley has come to get him some of the great one.
Pedigree on the table.
Triple H is directing traffic tonight.
The elbow
drop.
drop.
It looks like he's telling Mick Foley to do his dirty work.
You're not going to make it, Mick.
And Mick's going to jump.
Yeah, he didn't quite make it.
Damage, JR. Mick Foley has taken himself out of the WWE title picture.
Didn't get all of it, folks. Didn't get all of it. Hey, Foley, get up. I'm trying to focus. I'm clicking the stick. You son of a gun. I'm clicking the stick to get Foley back in the ring to get rid of Mick Foley. Seriously. Get back. I'm hitting LB. Oh, my God. Video game. If you could cooperate for a single solitary second, I'd really appreciate it. Hey, Mick. How you doing? Anyway, so that was kind of how you opened the show, and not really a fan of that bit of business, just because it's like breaking kayfabe in a way that just kind of acknowledges the show being bad without actually being like, hey, we'll have a better show. Right? Because blaming Corbin for all that stuff, like, Corbin didn't tell Drake Maverick to pee on the robe. I don't think he did anyway. Like, laying all the heat on your writers onto your GM is a weird way to handle that, but that's kind of all they know, so it's wrestling. Anyway, speaking of Drake Maverick, though, Maverick cost the AOP the tag team titles. And he was in a 3-on-2 handicap match and was the one who got pinned, right? So, alright, how much longer before AOP ditches Maverick, and then, once again, it does not have a manager for that. Like, how much longer before that happens? I feel like that's totally inevitable. Inevitable. So, new tag champs, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. And I guess it's glorious? I don't know anymore. Okay, so there was that. There was the thing that people were kind of a bit mad about, which was Ruby Riott. Alright, now I gotta put on the ring steps. Rock, over here. I mean, sure, get in a position. That's fine.
Oh my God! This has gotten extremely physical.
Where are all the McMahons? There was a McMahon in every corner. Seriously.
The Rock
Where's
with
Vince
those
and
steel
Shane
steps in
and
position
Steph
as
and
a
Linda?
weapon.
Nope.
Triple H retaliates. The Rock is under that steel.
The Rock's getting assaulted.
It's down to The Rock and
Good.
Triple H for the WWE Championship.
Oh, I think The Rock can feel it slipping away.
So, Ruby Riott painting the anvil on a table. Here comes Vince. Painting the anvil on a table is nowhere near, Big Boss Man dragging the casket of the Big Show's dad behind his cop car. It's nowhere near, just a lot of things they've done in that vein. But, for a PG era, look, you use what you got. And the same thing in the opening segment, right? You use what you got. The show sucks. You acknowledge that it sucks, I guess, and you use that as a story point. But don't pretend like the show's been sucking on purpose to further your story point. That's kind of not how that works. But, pedigree. So, personally, I think, if, as long as Natalya is okay with what they're doing, then sure, use the heat to get the heat. That's fine. It's going to make the match and the story, hopefully, that much better. I say hopefully, but we'll see. Rock here is just being good about getting right into position to get this thing finished, which is hilarious to me. So, you know what, Rock? You're helping me out, Rock. I appreciate it. I really do. Now then. Suplex.
Triple H with devious intentions. And The Rock counters.
Suplex. Onto the monitors. That can't feel good.
Coming. They are both laid out.
That's gotta feel real rough. Both men are broken in half, folks. So the follow-up to... Here comes Steph. To last week's Drew and Dolph match was another Drew and Dolph match. And I'm like, again, you could have spent time building these things instead of just having them in back-to-back weeks because December, right? So, additionally, we had Heath Slater in his referee position, playing it up perfectly as, he doesn't want to do this. Slater does not want to make these calls, but he has to. He's got kids.
Wait a minute.
And that stuff is great.
Wait a minute, look at this. Here comes Mr. McMahon.
McMahon's got the steel chair. He's going to hit Triple H.
Whoa.
What? That was blatant.
Why did McMahon hit the Rock? He just cracked Rock's skull.
Pass on your paychecks. And I just pin the Rock now? I guess. Makes sense. And there we go.
Winner and still WWE Champion, Triple H.
Look out.
Look at the look in Rock's eyes.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Spine.
wait a minute. Stephanie, calm down.
I don't think The Rock will do anything to Stephanie. Oh!
You don't think.
Well, he might do something now.
Rock bottom.
Rock. Oh, no. Don't you dare do it.
What a rotten human being McMahon is. And
There it is. Ah!
Oh, rock bottom.
Good stuff.
Mr. McMahon,
Good stuff.
rock bottom. Mr. McMahon has been rock bottom straight through WrestleMania all the way to hell.
I can't believe what I've seen.
Boom. Somebody do something. No one's doing nothing. Dad!
Screwed up the title, but he just kicked Mr. McMahon's ass and is standing tall at the end of WrestleMania 16.
So I'm enjoying this role for Slater. That's fun. They updated your Elias and Lashley match at TLC to now be a ladder match with the guitar hanging instead of the belt hanging. I guess they couldn't find a pole to have a guitar on a pole match. That's fine. And then your main event was Rollins and Corbin in a TLC match for the IC belt, and Rollins retains the belt. And so, again, just make it a better show. And people would stop complaining about the quality of the show. And so tomorrow, it is Stone Cold and The Rock once again. Another no DQ match, WrestleMania 17. I'll see you then. I'm attackslug. More videos every day. I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I am out.